Hey YouTube, it's me Yoli 1976. I'm back. Part two of me talking about bully. Um, yeah, so I did some research before I came back on here. Because of course, y'all know I like to do my research so all my information be right. I had already talked about my experience with being bullied, and I already told y'all parents what I think y'all should do. I think y'all should be involved in your children's life. I think if you have to go up to school, teenagers, small children, any of them, if you have to go up to school, go. Me personally, I work a lot, so I go once a week. But if I could, I would go more than that, just to check in with the teachers, just to see how everything's what's going on. And if I can't go, I'll send my fiance. Yeah, so yeah, stay very much involved. And I go in my son's room, and yeah, I snoop. I feel like that's what, as parents, we gotta make sure our kids okay. I snoop. Yeah, I read his little letters if he have some or anything like that. I see what's going on. So yeah. So I did my research, and I was saying that if you're being bullied or anything, feel free to PM me. I've been there where you at. I know how to feel like you all alone and you have nobody to talk to. I'm always on here except when I work. But trust me, like right before I go to bed or as soon as I get off of work, if I get off in the daytime, I get on here because I love my YouTube family. Yeah, so feel free. And I am praying for all y'all youth out there because it's hard out here. This is a hard. It's not like when I was a little girl growing up. It was much easier then, even though it was hard for me because I was being bullied. But it was just a little bit easier. And now it's just hard because everybody out here, not everybody, but a lot of people out here have such a cold heart. And just, it's not like it used to be. So just stay strong out there. If any of y'all youth, teenagers, preteens, and kids, I would hope anybody that's not a preteen wouldn't be on here. Even preteens, I don't pretty much let my son get on YouTube unless the video I did previously sitting there with me, or if he playing games on the internet. Yeah, you best believe I'm laying right there on that bed while he playing games. And a lot of times it's the education one, the spelling bee. We love that. Me and both be playing that. But yeah, because I just think that the internet can be the devil if you not old enough, mature enough, and to use it. So it could be the devil. Yeah, because there could be some cool people on here. But yeah, getting back to the bullying in school. So I did a little bit of research. So I'm gonna tell y'all the signs of suicide and depression. Okay. Since the whole bullying thing is out and it's making these kids so depressed and suicidal, so I thought I'd just give y'all the signs of it. Let me see how much time I got. Okay. Signs and symptoms of depression in teens. And that's just not teens, because I have read all over, and I have read the adult one, but it's also adults, also in smaller children too. So signs and symptoms of depression in teens: sadness and hopelessness, irritability, anger or hostility, tearfulness, frequent crying, withdrawal from friends and family. Remember when I said I was younger, I used to come home and run to my room, and I used to go in my room and cry, and be sad all the time. So that's them first four right there. When my mom used to talk to me, y'all, I used to want to fight her. So yeah, hostility. That took care of all four of them. Loss of interest in activities. Going in your room and crying and carrying on. That's loss of interest right there. Changing in eating and sleeping habit. Remember, y'all, when I said I was a teenager, my dad said something about me being fat, so I tried to stop eating completely. Restlessness and agitation, feeling of worthlessness and guilt, lack of enthusiasm and motivation, fatigue or lack of energy, difficulty concentrating, thoughts of death or suicide. Now you're not gonna see you're not gonna hear your kids say out loud me talking from when I was a teenager, talking about death or suicide in front of your face. That's something they're gonna hide. But the signs are there. You just have to listen out and watch. Don't ignore your teens. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Listen, y'all, and be nosy. Be a snoop. Go in their room. Open up them little balls of paper. Go in their journal. Do whatever. They're not gonna know. Their rooms are junky. Or even if they are neat, just put it back where it was at. But most definitely, if they did find out, whatever, you just want to make sure your child is okay. Okay, so that is the signs and the symptoms of depression. And it also has a little thing. It says teenagers face a host of pressure from changes of puberty, because puberty is hell all by itself, to questions about who they are and where they fit. It's who they are and where they fit. This is, when they become teenagers, they're trying to figure out their sexuality, and who are they? And do I fit in with this crowd, or do I fit in with the nerds and the geeks, or do I fit in with the athletic crowd, or do I fit in with Miss Popularity? It's tough. It's really tough. The natural transition from a child to adult can also bring parental conflict as teens start to assert their independence. With all the drama, it isn't always easy to differentiate between depression and normal teenage movements. Make things even more complicated. Teens with depression do not necessarily appear sad, nor do they always withdraw from others. For some depressed teens, symptoms are irritability, aggression, rage, or more prominent. If you're unsure if your adolescent in your life is depressed or just being a teenager, consider how long the symptoms have been present, how severe they are, and how different the teen is acting from his or her usual self. While some growing pains are to expect as a teenager grapple with the challenge of growing up, dramatic, long-lasting changes in personality, mood, or behavior are red flags of deeper problems. So if you have a child, per se, using my child as an example, he's becoming a preteen soon. If you have a child that's like my child, he's like always laughing, silly, goofy, you know what I'm saying? You're a real goofy child. Always doing little pranks and stuff. Just being a boy. Like to go outside and play, and that's, y'all, he's gonna be sick today. He out there playing. Okay? Nothing holds him back from going out and playing with his friends. So if you have a child that's typically like that, and then all of a sudden they start moping around, and act like they ain't not hungry anymore, and they fussing with you. You see how loving my son is, kissing me on the cheek and stuff. He all of a sudden start fussing with me and stuff, and just want to be in that room and don't want to be around nobody. Ain't worrying about what they want to be when they grow up, or have no motivation to go get dressed and look pretty. Like teen girls, come on, they like to get their nails and their hair done and wear the newest, latest outfit. I don't care who they are, what type of nerd group or the popularity group or the sports group. Even if they in a sports group, they want the probably the best tennis shoes. That's just part of being a teenager. So if they ain't into all that, and they just don't care about themselves and everything, something is wrong. The boys want to look, boys are stinky, but of course they want to look nice on the outside because they try and get at them honeys, so we all know how them teenagers are. So if they all huddle up in the room and playing that PlayStation 24/7 and don't want to come out eating, they are hungry, because I know my little one can eat me out of a house and a home. Something definitely is wrong with them. I also have another little piece of information. The difference between teenage and adult depression. Okay, let me check my minutes and I'll continue on. Okay, time is running out. So let me hurry up. The difference is irritable and anger mood. As noted about irritability rather than sadness is often predominant mood in depressed teen. A depressed teenager may be grumpy, hostile, and easily frustrated, and prone to be angry outbursts and unexplained aches and pains. Depressed teens frequently complain about physical elements such as headaches and stomach ache. You know, normally teenagers are carefree, they have no pain, they unstoppable, and they hit the floor, get back up, and think they not gonna break and stuff. So if they start complaining like old people, you know something is wrong. Extreme sensitivity to criticism. Depressed teens are plagued by feeling worthlessness, making them extremely vulnerable in criticism, rejection, and failure, particularly problems for an overachiever. Withdrawn from some but not all. While adult tends to isolate themselves when depressed, teenagers usually keep up at least some friendship. However, teens with depression may socialize less than before. So yeah, when I was a teenager, I associated with my best friend, but I had like two friends, Tina and Kenya. I associated with them, but otherwise I wouldn't go. We used to go down to the harbor and hang out and get dressed. I wasn't doing them things anymore, and I might get cut off because I'm going to do the signs of bully, because I think depression and bullying goes together. So I wanted to do both of them. So I'm going to do the signs of bullying, and I might get cut off. Okay, let me try to do it real quick. The signs of bullying. Warning sign. Possible warning sign that your child is being bullied include: comes home with torn, damage, or missing pieces of clothes, books, or other belongings. That again, warning sign, flag sign. Pay attention to your kids when they come into the house. I don't care how tired you are. Pay attention. Check their book bags. Check everything. Teenagers, you can't really do that, but just watch. You know, if they went to school with a gray sweater, a white shirt, and a pair of jeans, and the flyest pair of shoes, and their ring accessory, and their little earrings and stuff, and they came back home and something's missing, you need to question that. Has unexplained cut, bruises, and scratches. Okay, I pay very much attention to my child. You know, like sometimes when he get out the shower, he tend to like hurry up and run into his room. I catch a glimpse right there. I swear I might sound like a pervert, but even me and him hugging and he kissed me on the cheek, I like kind of like, because he getting at that age where he really don't want mama going like this and stuff. So I kind of like be looking on a sneaker when we eating dinner. I'm looking, making sure that ain't nothing out of the ordinary. You know, that's just me. Let me check my minutes again. Okay, y'all, let me keep going. Has a few, if any, friends with whom he or she spend time with. Seem afraid of going to school, walking to and from school, and riding school bus, or taking part in unorganized activity with peers, such as clubs. Yeah, so if your kid, like my son one time had it, we recently moved here back in February, but before February, before last year, my son went to a different school, and there was a kid bullying him. My son didn't want to get on the bus. He wanted me to pick him up from school, which is, like I told y'all, my son is a prankster. So I knew something was wrong right then and there. He wouldn't tell me. So let me tell you, I went up to the school and I just checked it out for myself. And you know, of course, mommy there, so they gonna act like they on. The other kids ain't gonna say anything. I'm about to get cut off. So what I did, make a long story short, I talked to his friends and I asked them, is anything going on with him? And they opened up and they told me other kids will run their mouth quick. I don't know why, but they do. Not about themselves, but about their friends. And they told me, and that's how I boiled down to it. I talked to their friend. Y'all, I'm getting back on here. Bye.